Hey guys, it's Tuesday. It is the 10th of May, 2011. I'm Tara. It's Tuesday as always, and hi. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. I had a pretty good day today at work. We had free breakfast. There were chocolate muffins and burritos, so I really can't complain at all about that. Isel, I really liked hearing about your thing. The dog is trying to get in my room. No, puppy, it's fine. Go away. I really liked hearing about the all the Go Green stuff you're doing. I think it's really awesome and exciting. I really always like to hear it when people are interested in doing things to help their community without being forced to. Like high school kids who have to do service projects for service hours or something for government class, or prisoners picking up trash along the side of the highway. But I always like it, and it's so cool that your stadium can run on renewable energy. That gives you a lot of hope for the future, I guess. You were asking about found objects and art and stuff that you buy and whatever, and I have this really cool bracelet that I made. I used a wood burning tool and burned holes through keyboard keys and made them into beads and strung them on a bracelet, which I will have to look around and see if I can find those, because I really don't know where they are. I looked around for them. But I do have this to show you. This is a little owl, which I love owls, and I also apparently do random accents. But it is made out of a Scrabble tile. And this is my other little owl that my friend gave me, which I love. But coincidentally, it's the letter O, and I love it to death. So there's that. I like that stuff. I studied that in like my sculpture class and also in high school. In college art stuff. I love found stuff. I think it's really cool what people can do to reimagine something that's familiar and make it into something that's their own, which is really exciting. Let's see here. Tally. Oh, I just wanted to let you know that I completely feel your pain on the 30 gig iPod dilemma. My iPod is almost full. It has about 25 gigs on it right now. I've had mine since 2005, and they don't make any kind of a comparable sized iPod right now. Like, they make like a 120 gig one, and they make like 8, which 8 is not enough, and 120 seems a little bit ridiculous. Going from a 30 gig to 120, that's just seems crazy. But, yeah, so that's exciting. That's I really just am gonna cry if my iPod ever dies. It's, it's almost 6 years old and it's still chugging along, but we'll see what happens. Dots. I actually do like dots. I don't think I'd want to eat them all the time, but I think they're okay. I'm a sucker for gummy candies. Actually, I really like gummy stuff. Dots are kind of their own little beast. They're sort of their own thing. I really like Junior Mints, for example. I also like, somewhere in my snack drawer, pepperoni pizza combos. Those are not candy. Pop Rocks are candy, tropical fruit. I can't find them. I don't know. I don't want to spend my whole time reaching off screen, but they're like Reese's Pieces, except they're York, so they're mint. Phenomenal! Just absolutely insane. I love those. So, I'm in a candy kind of mood right now. It means I probably should eat lunch, dinner, whatever. Blah. So, moving on. Sarah, you're kind of a jerk for making me speak Spanish in front of the internet. Because, funny story, when I was visiting Sarah, we were waiting for the bus, and there was a newspaper that was a Spanish newspaper. Like, it was all in Spanish. And so I was reading it to her out loud, and then translating what I could. I live in New Mexico, which is newer and shinier than regular Mexico. That's the joke. Whatever, it's stupid, but lots of people here speak Spanish. I can understand a lot more Spanish than I can speak. I can read a lot better Spanish than I can speak too, which I think is kind of the case whenever you read anything. So the only thing that I'm going to say is what I learned for some kind of Spanish presentation a long time ago, and I learned to say, posiblemente un dingo comió tu bebé. So, maybe a dingo ate your baby. I can also say it in Spanish with an Australian accent, which is kind of ridiculous, but I won't do that to you guys. But the way we learn Spanish, I was in Spanish from 7th grade to 11th grade, and then for a semester in college, just because I tested out of a bunch of it that I needed for my class, for my degree. But My parents, especially my dad, learned Spanish when they were in high school, and he used it around our kitchen table. Like, not like sentences or anything, but he always said things like, certain vocabulary words, especially at the dinner table. We use like different food. We learned foods. We learned lechuga, which is lettuce, and we learned leche, which is milk, and we learned queso, which is cheese, and agua, which is water, and we used all kinds of those things. So it was from a really early age. We knew what some of these things were, and sometimes we forgot that other people didn't know the Spanish. So that was a little awkward. But that's how I got started with Spanish. So, excitement abounds. So real quick, I have a question. I actually thought about my question today. Baha. So it's summertime, even though right now it looks kind of gross outside. But what is one thing that you like to do in the summer that you can't do any other time of year? I hope you guys are having a great week. Itzel, I will see you tomorrow. Tally, I will see you after that. And dear God, I will see everyone next week. Have a great one. Love you guys.